What's going on? Elite Squad, you know what I'm talking about. We back in the building with another banger of a video. And before we start today's video, y'all, I just want to say thank you so much for the ongoing support that I've been getting on this channel, man. The growth as of recently has just been tremendous. I'm going to be doing a giveaway here soon, y'all. Once we hit 3,000 subscribers, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for this giveaway, since, you know, it's going to be a bigger giveaway and all that good stuff. But what you need to do to enter the giveaway, you need to just follow my Instagram, and you just got to DM me and say, yo, what's up, Hemi E. That's literally all y'all got to do. So I'll go on my Instagram, put a tag right here, DM me, and just be like, yo, Hemi E, what's up, whatever, you know what I'm saying, say something cool, you know what I'm saying, say what's up, and you are automatically entered for that giveaway. And I'm probably finna figure out here within the next week or so what that giveaway is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video.
Oh, I remember how we used to run the street, yeah. I pulled the James, came from Akron with the heat, yeah. Man, I can't believe that I wasted all my energy on somebody who would turn into my enemy. But look, life is like a merry-go, cause round and round we go. Shame on me for trying to fix something that was broke.
We got them big racks on me, you know what I'm saying? Hemi E in the building.
Big racks?
Yeah.
That's $200.
So?
You can't start a YouTube video like that. You gotta start it like this.
Before we start today's video, y'all, I actually just want to show y'all some, you know what I'm saying, I just picked up some new kicks. You know, one thing about me is I used to be a manager at Finish Line and Foot Locker. Shout out to, you know, my Finish Line and Foot Locker peeps and stuff like that. But, you know, one thing is I'm a really big sneakerhead. I've been into sneakers since I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying. I got a whole bunch of different sneakers. But yeah, these are the new sneakers I just caught, man. There's new Jordan 4s, little Paris joints, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying. I like them a lot. I like the maroon on them, you know what I'm saying. And I just think it's an overall dope shoe. So comment down below, what was your first pair of Jordans that you ever got, you know what I'm saying. Just gonna keep this train rolling. But in today's video, y'all, I'm gonna explain to y'all something that happened very recently in my life, and is I literally almost got arrested. Like, literally almost got arrested, y'all. And you're not gonna believe what the reason was for, man. And it was for drag racing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where to begin on the story, or how. I don't even know where to begin on the story. You know what I'm saying? I was literally just trying to drive home. This is the craziest part. Well, not the craziest part, but it was the craziest thing about the story is I was literally just trying to go home. I wasn't trying to be on no BS. I was literally driving from one part of the town of Phoenix to the next part, trying to get back home. So I pull up to this light, right? Now mind you, my car's wrapped and it gets a lot of attention. So I pull up to this light, right? And this dude in this Mustang GT pull up next to me. Now, if y'all know anything about cars, Mustangs are a lot faster. Mustang GTs are a lot faster than the RTs of like the Dodge Challenger and the Dodge Charger. So I already knew I wasn't trying to race this dude at all. I was not trying to race this dude whatsoever. So he pulls up next to me, so I roll down, he rolls down his window, so I roll down my window, right? So he was like, oh, nice car, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I do YouTube stuff, all whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So he was like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me hear what it sounds like. So I was like, oh, it sounds louder when, you know, we're actually in motion, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right, bet. So what I did was, we took off from the light. Not took off, but we started driving from the light, right? We maybe get to like 40, 45 miles per hour. I popped the car in neutral, right? And I just start going vroom, vroom. Not like a motorcycle, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just start revving the car, you know what I'm saying, a couple times. He starts revving his car, and then, you know, I put my car back in drive, and I wave him off, and then he takes off, right? So I was like, that's weird. Like, why you take off? I wasn't even trying to race him. So then I look behind me, I see the red and blue lights. I'm like, oh my God. y'all don't know. It was just a crazy feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking in my head, like, what did I do wrong? But at the same time, I kind of already knew what they was trying to, what kind of BS they was trying to be on. And so I pull over, you know what I'm saying? I pull over right away. I ain't no BS, you know, I'm not driving. Oh yeah, check the hat out. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says stop being extra, you know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know, stop being extra. But anyways, so I pull over, right, you know what I'm saying? Skirt. I pull over and so the officer is like, do you have any idea, young man, why this pulls you over? I'm like, no, I got no idea. You know what I'm saying? Trying to play it cool and stuff like that. He was like, you was just racing that Mustang back there. Now, in my mind, the first thing I wanted to say was, why would I do that?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Why would I race a Mustang knowing that I would most likely lose? If y'all know anything about cars, the newer Mustangs come stock with about 435 to 460 horsepower versus my Dodge Challenger comes, you know what I'm saying, with 375 horsepower, if that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ballpark rated, you know what I'm saying? And the Mustang is almost 1,000 pounds lighter than my car. Like it to me as a car person, that just makes no sense whatsoever as to why I would want to race this Mustang next to me, you know what I'm saying? But he already got his mind set up, so then he was like, hey, you got any weapons in the car? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I was like, yeah, I do have a gun. Like I said, I always let y'all know, I always, you know, carry my weapon with me. So there's another officer. He came around the side, the passenger side. He grabbed the gun. I had the gun in the glove compartment. So they took the gun, they start running and stuff like that. So then they taking a long time. So I peeped my head out the window, kind of looking like, what's up? Like, why are we taking so long? Whatever the case may be. So then the officer that I was driving, he comes back to the window with like a card in his hand. And he was like, I'm gonna read you your rights right now. And I'm like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, I'm really about to get arrested and like over some bullshit and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, am I being detained, officer? All this stuff. And he's like, you know, no, you're not being arrested or detained right now. I'm just reading you your rights because I want to ask you a couple questions about tonight. Now, if I can give y'all any advice whatsoever, never talk to the police because they is never on your side. Now, this is not a rant saying like F12 and all this stuff, like F the police, whatever the case may be. Even though I don't really care for the police like that, you know what I'm saying? But if I can give y'all any advice, do not talk to the officer. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's whether at the place of the scene, the alleged scene, or they take you downtown, whatever the case may be. Do not talk to any officers without you having some type of representation, meaning you have like a public defender or a lawyer that's working in your defense, because police officers like to manipulate things and like to manipulate your words and use the things that you say against them. Even if what you're saying is true, they will blow everything out of proportion and they will try to make it seem like what you're saying is like completely opposite of what you're saying. So yeah, little tip, don't ever talk to the police. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever talk to them because they just gonna use your words against you. So he like, yo, you wanna he was like, you know, he read me my rights, you know what I'm saying? You got the right to blah 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 blah, remain silent. He was like, hey, so you wanna tell me what's going on? I was like, no, honestly I don't. He was like, what do you mean? I said, no, I'd like to remain silent. I said, I don't want to speak without an attorney present. He's like, that's fine, you can have your day in court. I was like, okay, bet. So he goes back to the car, he come back like 5-10 minutes later, and he's like, oh yeah, so this is what we're citing you for. So on the ticket, right, it's for racing / exhibition of speed. Two things. You know what I'm saying? That and I believe in Arizona that's misdemeanor 1. Not a felony or nothing like that, but still goes on your record, stuff like that. So I was like, so he was like, but the crazy thing was he was like, yeah, this is what I'm citing you for. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then he was like, oh yeah, by the way, you didn't tell me that you knew the dude. I was like, huh?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never said I knew the dude. I said, whatever you just said is cap. I was like, officer, I don't know what you on right now. I said, but that whatever you just said is false. And he was like, he laughed about it. He went back to the car. He's like, ah, ha, ha, you know what I'm saying? So then him and the officer come up, and then so they were like, oh yeah, can you pop the trunk real quick? We finna put your gun in the car. Whenever you leave here, you can take the gun out the trunk, put it wherever you like. We just gotta put it back in the car for you. I said, I'll come pop the trunk for you. Like, I'll walk outside, open the trunk, and witness y'all put it in there, because I don't want y'all snooping in my car, because y'all already under some BS talking about some whoop-de-whoop, this and that, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow y'all to the trunk, I'm gonna pop the trunk for y'all, and then y'all can put my gun in there and we can be all good. They said, that's fine. So, you know what I'm saying, I put my mask on, you know what I'm saying, because this is like recently. Put my mask on, we go to the trunk, pop the trunk. So, pop the trunk, and then they put the gun in. And so he was like, yeah, so we're citing you for racing / exhibition of speed. And I was like, even if y'all don't have the other driver, you finna really, cite me for this ticket. He was like, yes, based on what I saw, I assumed that you were driving. And I said, assume, wow. You know what I'm saying? But we kind of going back and forth, whatever case may be. Then he finally was like, yeah, just be careful. You got a nice car. Like, trying to like befriend me and butter me up and stuff like that. I wasn't trying to hear none of that. He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, be careful, you got a really nice car, I'd hate for you to lose it and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, because if you really were racing, then your car could have got repoed and stuff like that. Like, he was doubting himself and contradicting himself the whole time, you know what I'm saying, while accusing me of doing something that I wasn't even doing. Like, it was a crazy thing. And then on the craziest thing was that he said earlier too, he said that he had to speed up to at least 65 to 70 miles per hour to catch up to me, right? So supposedly, right? So if you were able to accelerate and go 65 to 70, there's no way I was going that speed, because he said I was going at least 60 plus. If you're able to accelerate only to 65 to 70 to catch me, that means I wasn't going that fast to begin with. Like, that's just the simple physics and logic, you know what I'm saying? So he said that I was going 60, but on the ticket, he never even put a speed, y'all. Like, literally, it says I was speeding, but he didn't indicate what speed. There was no radar, there was no pace that was done. He literally said that I was going 60 plus miles per hour racing this Mustang, but didn't have the other driver and didn't have a speed or a radar or a pace test. He literally just brought some shit out his ass. Literally just saying, oh yeah, we thought you were speeding or racing, so we're gonna hit you with this big ass ticket, which thank God I had a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? I actually, after that, I went to court, and we ended up actually getting everything dropped and stuff like that. And I mean, for what it's worth, I didn't walk out scot-free. I mean, I still have to take like a driver's survivals course or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But I took that as a positive in my hands, you know what I'm saying? It's either that, or we could have took it to trial, which would have been a long kind of expensive process and all that stuff. So ultimately, I kind of walked out with the upper hand in the situation. All I gotta do is take a little $200 class, and I'm done. I don't get no points on my license. I don't get no nothing on my record, nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the lawyer, you know what I'm saying, that helped me out and dropped all them charges. But yeah, man, so that's literally what happened, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was something that I've been dealing with for like the past month and a half or so. But thank God that I was able to get all them charges dropped. But you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just say one thing. I'm gonna just say fuck Phoenix PD for real though, because y'all be on some bullshit. Your boy wasn't even racing. You saw a brother with a nice car, you know what I'm saying? You just thought you was gonna have a field day and trying to get me to admit to some shit I ain't do. But I ain't no sucker, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no stupid ass fool, you know what I'm saying? I'm educated, I know my rights, and I know exactly what the hell I was doing. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just give a little advice to y'all as well. Be safe out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? Because these cops is really out, 12 cops, whatever you want to call them, is out to get everybody for whatever reason they can. And like I said, when cops think they got you on something, they gonna get you on something. And it's crazy. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for watching this video. Like I said, if y'all want to go ahead and enter that giveaway that's going to happen once we hit 3K subscribers, all you got to do is follow me on my Instagram, which I already kind of linked before. Follow me on my Instagram, DM me, say something positive, to say anything, you know what I'm saying, and you're automatically entered for that giveaway. I appreciate and love y'all so much, and I'm finna get out of here. Hemi E out.